And the Cowboys will start at the 25-yard line. And the give is the man for North Dakota State. A lot of talk about Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. We're going to see a lot of Hunter Luepke out of North Dakota State tonight. A pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7. And again, Luepke. And he gets a couple up to the 30-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and 5 situation. Brought to you by 5th-round draft pick. Keep an eye out on him. Number 83, Simi Fehoko. 5th-round draft pick from a couple of Cowboys early on last season in the regular season. Has looked good again this training camp. And Greer fires to the right side. And a battle on that side. And Jalen Brooks down from the 41-yard line. Quickly out to the right side. Dontario Drummond with some running room. Still on his feet. And into the Raiders, into the field. Nice pickup on 1st down. And Luepke will try the right side. Got some positive yardage to the 43. A pickup of 3 for Luepke. And 2nd down and 7. Instinct about him. And line, Haley Sutton. Really see what kind of team guy Dak is as well. Greer now flushed out. And has Drummond. 1st down.
Learning from your past mistakes.
Picking up 16. Going no huddle now. Little tempo and rolling right. And he'll go short to Drummond again. And a toss left. This is Malik Davis. And Malik Davis into the clear. Has a 1st down.
Great block by Big 76. Awesome Richards getting out there and grabbing.
Empty backfield. Now under pressure. Now showing a little bit of running ability. Inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. In formation, Luepke the back. Fake to him, rolling right. Can he run it in? Yes, he can. Will Greer into the end zone. Drive now. Brandon Aubrey on for the extra point, and it is good. And how about that for a start to the Dak Prescott Pizza? Papa John's. How about that start to this game for Will Greer and the Cowboys offense? 75 yards out of the end zone. He can't quite get 700 pounds up just yet, but he can do that. How about that? There's the kind of freakish athleticism. They take over at the 25-yard line.
You know, that AI technology, they're giving him a lot of reps in the preseason. He's played through the 4th quarter. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to continue to try to find his way into this defense.
Defensive lineup for the Cowboys tonight. Mozzie in the middle, and Sam Williams, 2nd-round pick from last year, has played well this preseason on the field. Junior Fehoko, 3rd and very short. Aiden O'Connell with a give in the backfield, and the penetration by Devin Harper, and the tackle for loss.
Devin Harper to go ahead and scrape over the top. Boom. Makes a big play right there on the edge. Throws his guy by. And when you do that, boom, you see him throw his man by in the left.
Preseason games have faced first-team offenses for Jacksonville and Seattle to start the games. Jalen Moreno-Cropper with the... Greer gets the start. And hands off to Hunter Luepke for a couple to the 23-yard line. And what's going through the mind of a Will Greer who goes into this?
Because we've already fulfilled your role here. He's able to play free now. He would have came into this game with a high amount of stress. Now he knows how he out here and execute. There's 31 up.
And fires over the middle, and it is 1st down yardage to Dennis Houston. And so from the 35, 1st and 10, and the give goes to Hunter Luepke. And Luepke gets out to the 44-yard line. Nice pickup. And back to the sideline. And Haley Sutton. Haley.
Yeah, guys, on that last offensive drive for the Dallas with a hip injury, he is questionable to return to the game tonight.
Cowboys have had some injury issues. From the 43, once again, Luepke. And he has the 1st down. Move those chains. Hunter Luepke. And North Dakota's a big part of that culture. And Mike McCarthy wanted to make sure he got a good look at him tonight in this game, and he's getting an early look here. And how about that completion to Sean McEwen, another tight end from Michigan.
Another dime by Will Greer.
Into the Raiders, into the field, 42-yard line. Now Malik Davis with a spin, and then he is hit and brought down by Masterson. Greer with time, firing deep, has a man, but overshoots Tyron Billy Johnson. Then for the Raiders here on this series, firing right side, back shoulder to Simi Fehoko, but incomplete. Fourth and B. This is a 59-yard field goal attempt. Anger with the hold. Just to the left. No good. Former second-round draft pick a couple of years ago, entering his third year in the league. He has played a lot on special teams last year, but this is a big game and a big year for him to try to make some sort of impact and get some playing. Quarterback for the Raiders has time, fires left side, goes incomplete. Josh Butler defending.
The blitz, but as we go out here to Josh Butler, he does a great job of just shadowing the receiver, not making any too many handsy moves, stays in the hip pocket. When he breaks down, gets his hand over there without the right hand pulling, he's able to make a nice PBU, pass breakup.
Against the rookie third round. Stop is Butler on Christian Wilkerson.
And speaking on Kelvin Joseph, Bill, it's really
Daniels in his second year here. Spent 16 years with the Patriots organization. Screen pass. Zamir White to the 20-yard line. Mozzie Smith in on the stop.
Mozzie Smith did a good job of getting the backfield.
And a false start.
False start. Offense, number 71. That's a
college where he had 19 sacks a couple of years ago. He needed to get a little hit.
He's been causing some havoc, Isaiah Lamb, that is, in this preseason. A couple of games ago, he forced 3 holding calls on 1 drive alone. So I would have.
Second and long, the draw play up the middle. There's a flag down in the vicinity of holding. Aiden O'Connell with time, throws over the middle, high, goes incomplete. Eric Scott defending as the depth that he has in that secondary, especially at the safety position. 3rd and 20 at the 35. And Marquise Bell and Josh Butler until this week, when Marquise Bell was told by Dan Quinn, we're going to work you at the linebacker spot now because of our depleted linebacking core. Daniel Carlson, a 44-yard field goal attempt, and it is good. It's the Raiders. And we're back after this.
Obviously by the opposing team that put them in some favorable positions, but I'm really impressed by the cornerbacks, Josh Butler, Eric Scott Jr., even Kelvin Jones.
Only on the field at a very high level, but also off the field. Will Greer rolling right. And that's Sean McEwen. And so during this is his mom. That's of course, that's been his motivation throughout his career, going back 10 years ago when she passed away. Simi Fehoko, the receptor. I love watching him call plays tonight, and just see we get an opportunity to see that competitiveness that he has on the sideline. He is on his toes on every play. He's engaged right with the 3 tight ends. And it's Luepke. Yeah, there you go. Straight ahead, Hunter Luepke, the North Dakota State Bison.
He looked like a bison going down. Coming through.
There's a pickup of 3 yards there. First down. Luepke again. Hunter Luepke, a 2-time state wrestling champ in high school. There's Malik Davis as the Beast gets a rest on the sideline. Malik Davis in a battle for one of what
carries here in this game.
No power right with Malik Davis. Davis, of course, in his second year out of Florida, undrafted a year ago. There's your running back depth chart. Not necessarily in that order because Deuce is making this team.
Yeah, and
it happens from there. from the 41. Greer going up top, deep down the left side. Looking for Cropper, but not there. 7 games last year for the Raiders. It was a good test for him. Greer, right side. Simi Fehoko to the 25-yard line, working on Duke Shelley. Be a fullback as well in this offense. Greer, Fehoko, right near the first down marker. They did it in a very special way. Second and short. Will Greer to Hunter Luepke, the diving catch, and yes, it is a catch inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Rolling right, Greer. And run out of bounds. Going for it, that DeMarcus did all the interviews, and along with Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, and then at the end, the Jones AT&T Stadium, the 23rd member of the Cowboys Ring of Honor. Second and goal from the 9. Shoonmaker into the end zone. The Michigan man. Out of Michigan, Will Greer has run for a touchdown, and he is now thrown for a touchdown. And so far, so good as far as that play caller goes.
That was about coordinator position.
That's probably in the back of his mind, though. And Aubrey with the kick through the end zone. Bill Jones and Isaiah, and it was like you were the play-by-play caller of the practice. I think when this football is all said and done with, you might have a future up here in the broadcast booth.
Just a little. So Mike McCarthy's doing a good job of putting everybody in just different, positions. So it's been great for us, though.
I would say Dak Prescott's doing a good job of putting guys in different.
Got to be a big year for him. Got to be a big year. Last year it was just kind of, get back in the groove of things, but it's stronger. I feel a whole lot better. Here we go. We got a little touchdown right here.
Your trio in Cowboys history, and that was with Amari Cooper, C.D. Lamb, and Michael Gallup. And now you got Brandon Cooks entering the mix this year, and I think Brandon is just against.
And then even Michael Gallup would want himself. That's a lot of experience. But Brandon Cooks, you hear it coming from Michael Gallup, the experience that he has, the consistency, not only just the experience
like this. We just feel strongly this is a quarterback-driven league. Will and I talk every year. Coach McCarthy's always pushing Jerry and I to take a quarterback each year. And what ends up happening is by the time the third, fourth, only really played 1 year in college, and then turned around there and, of course, was hurt most of last year with a similar type ankle injury to how fine a young man Trey Lance is. So we did all our research. Of course, we had all first and second round type grades on Trey, and an athletic guy who's just has a lot of qualities, as you said, to Dak in terms of his athletic ability, arm strength.
Both in the first half, I mean.
Coach McCarthy and Shotty better watch out. They're putting their replacement right out there in front of him. Dak's doing one heck of a job out there, and I know he's rooting for Will too, and wanting to give him every opportunity to have success. Being at the top of the list, what he's done for that wide receiver room from a leadership standpoint, and then his on-the-field skills is just strong. So really feel like it's fantastic. I heard some of your numbers in terms of what the three guys did when it was Amari and him and CD. So off season, I think he's playing at the top of his game, and he could have a very special year in terms of what he can do for this, not to mention the fact that he's surrounded by a lot of really good football players, great depth, and I think depth.
All right, Stephen Jones, Cowboys Chief Operating Officer, as Daniel Carlson is on for the 50-yard field goal attempt. Nailed a 62-yarder earlier, and that one from America Offensive featured player of the game. Tonight's player is offensive guard number 66, T.J. Ben. Offense. Cowboys working Zach Martin, ramping him back up at right guard. Over the middle, Greer with the completion. Tyron Billy Johnson out of Oklahoma State. He'll sit down
and come out of this one with a win.
All right, thanks, Haley. Malik Davis hit hard as he gets a couple up the middle. Cowboys' first 2 preseason games, we saw a lot of Rico Dowdle, 2nd and 8. And there he goes. Oh, my. The hurdle by Malik Davis. It's as if he heard you. 44-yard line. Nice pickup. Once again, trying to pick his way forward. Not much there.
Yeah, going back to T.J. Bass, Bill.
A lot of throws downfield as well. In trouble here. And gets it off to Luepke. With the left hand, Will Greer. Neil Farrell was all the more conventional way. Short completion. Princeton Fant. 3rd and 4, has time. Over the middle, short of the first down. That's Tyra, different part of the field. This time it's Malik Davis up the middle. 1st and goal. Down, 2 for 2 on 4th down here. And on the keeper, Greer in trouble and run out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And up the middle, there goes Greer. He can walk into the end zone. 2nd touchdown run of the night for Will Greer.
This is how you draw it up, Bill.
And Aubrey once again through the end zone. And down on the sideline, Haley.
Last opportunity of the preseason to go out there and show really the whole league what they can do. And, you know, they've done a great job tonight, scored a bunch of points, moved the ball up and down the field. So it's fun to see their hard work pay off.
Yeah, I saw Tyron Smith come over and give a fist bump to Awesome Richards early in the game. Here about Terrence Steele and what he's able to do on the field. To see him back in the fold after that ACL injury, attacking that rehab, how special has he been?
It's pretty incredible. People don't understand. Training camp's been long for these guys, and you know, we're just excited to get out there as a football team and show everyone what we can do.
We are excited to have you back on the sidelines. We're excited to see you suit up in a couple of weeks. Zach Martin, everybody. I'll send it back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Haley. And Mike Solari, the veteran offensive line coach, in his first year back here in Dallas. Now, he was here before. The Tom Landry coached an offensive line coach and special teams coach back then. Aiden O'Connell throws over the middle. Josh Butler defending. Solari, man, he has been around the block. Owen stretching out and making the catch. What a catch. Cam Sims.
Cam Sims going to the high points. Butler did a great job of staying in the hip pocket, but like some of the young guys have done this preseason, they just didn't get his head around. Great grab, got the ball, elbow down, knee down, 1st down.
To the 28-yard line, 1st down for the Raiders. On the ground, some running room for Sincere McCormick, the former UTSA Roadrunner, has a 1st down. And later is the offensive coordinator. O'Connell. Philip Dorsett brought down by Jabril Cox.
And Bill had an opportunity to talk to.
He's got some future Hall of Famers on this Cowboys offensive line. For sure, Zach Martin, perhaps Tyron Smith as well. Big hit. Sincere McCormick brought down.
I've been telling these DBs coming downhill and having a force on the running game.
You know who's like seeing that? Daryl Johnston. This guy played in Daryl's league, the USFL, for the Michigan Panthers. He's now 26 years old, out of West, the Cowboys' 14-yard line, facing a 3rd and 6. Aiden O'Connell has gone all the way at quarterback, under pressure. Finds Philip Dorsett, and he stops short at the 10-yard line. Kelvin Joseph ran him out of bounds.
Solidify his roster spot on this team. If not here, then hopefully somewhere else. Has the opportunity here in the red zone to make some.
8-yard line. Empty backfield. Fires. Incomplete. And the Cowboys defense holds. Greer got all the way at quarterback for the Cowboys. Worst field position of the night to start a drive at the 10-yard line. But Hunter Luepke will take care of that. Get it out to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6. How about what Will Greer? And Bronco Nagurski up the middle for 18 to the 18, 4 more yards.
And expelling upon what you were just saying about Will.
3 at the 18. And right at the sticks. The completion to Cropper. Play fake. Lots of time. Open receiver. Tyron Billy Johnson.
And he does it inside and takes himself on the high angle. As a receiver, you always want to take the high angle, Bill, because if you go flat, you can't really adjust upfield. So you start with a high angle, and you allow the quarterback to bring you back downhill. Just
pass goes incomplete. The pressure was coming. Set up a
bad footwork, and that's elicited why he had a bad throw.
Toss right. And nothing there. How much of an adjustment is it for a quarterback? Center for the Cowboys now. Firing right side. Trying to reach for the first down. Longer one this time. And once again, Malik Davis and fighting for the extra yard in a second effort. Looks like it got him there. Cowboys lost Josh Ball earlier tonight. Left the game. Fumbled snap this time. And now they'll have to just sit on it. Dumps it off to Davis. There's a flag down. An opportunity to work with a 6-man crew, so the referee has stepped aside for the first series for each team in the fourth quarter, just to go through the mechanics in case in a regular season game that 5-yard walk-off. And Jose Barbone to the 40-yard line. Weight loss surgery. Cowboys have it at the 41-yard line, and earlier in the first half, Brandon Aubrey had a 59-yard attempt going the same direction, and now he's not playing. He brings the energy tonight. 422 total yards calling plays tonight, 31 points on the board. I'd say that's a winning effort from our Reliant. Bring the I'm 28 out of 34 for 272 yards, and I've run for 56 yards on 7 carries, and Dak gets to be player of the game. All right, more from Dak Collins in 2016 as a guy that really put him on track in his NFL career. The next year he goes to New England. They go to 2 straight C. In 2019, the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, but he credits Dennis Thurman for really teaching him the ropes in the NFL. Love talking with Stefan about that game against Indianapolis. He wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah. That's when Micah and Trayvon were arguing over his jersey in the postgame.
That's right. And lo and behold, they become teammates.
This Dallas Cowboys defense.
3rd down completion. And we're back after this from Lucas Oil. With this 15-point lead, Raiders trying to stage a late game comeback here. Quentin Bohanna, one of the guys in the game. There's a big battle in the defensive line. Osa Odigozua is going to have a huge year once again, I think. And then you got Chauncey Golston, who plays inside and outside. Has some position flex.
That's a really loaded room.
The roster, and then they got into a roster crunch in September, and they waived him, and Washington picked him up. Down the sideline, Christian Wilkerson.
Another opportunity to get your head around.
4th quarterback on the Raiders roster making an impression here. Chase Garbers. We saw Aiden O'Connell much of the night, but Chase Garbers in there now, moving the Raiders down the field. AT&T, the official ranked team in the country, the University of Washington.
I don't like that at all, Bill.
I don't know if you remember that or not.
I don't like that at all. I deleted that on my memory bank.
Hate to bring that up. Carter's looking right, though. And making the stop is Israel Mukuamu coming up. And Darwin Thompson. Back at South Carolina, has been primarily a safety, but has some corner skills and played slot corner for the Cowboys in the playoffs last year when they were shorthanded.
Ball start. Offense.